It's 7 a.m. She's a balmy morning. No, I just drove up from Melbourne. We're going to my parents' place this weekend, and I thought I'd run out and go for a fish this morning before I get on the tools. Big shout out to the boys from the River Rat for lending me their boat while I'm building mine. It's great to have mates that will lend you a boat in need. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, just find myself a bit of shallow timber. Gonna go for a quick flick. I don't know, got an hour or two maybe before I got to get back. But yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna get into them anyway. Well, we're gonna give it a crack. A bit of a pepper around here. See how we go. We've got all this timber to fish, so start with this one up here on the right. Oh, what time is it? It is 20 past 7. We'll see how we go. First cast. Ripping it through the weed. God dang it. God dang it. Pro AF. I'm going to be snagged. Yeah, buddy. Yep. Oh, that was a fish. Ah, I knew there was a fish in it. Yeah, he fouled me up. Annihilated it. Come on. Oh, there's a boil over there. See how we go. Comes back. Now we're anticipating. Come on. Come on. Oh. Bit of an update on what's happening. I've dropped 2 fish. One, I don't know, both are rats, but one showed a bit of interest, cracked it, come off. The other one, halfway in, fell off. Both on a white TN70. Well, we haven't got much time left, probably got about another hour or so. I've got this bank coming up now and we'll give it a crack. I think it's like 8:30 now. Work this whole bank. I'll then go parallel to it and sit 2 or 3 meters off it and cast my way, continuously casting in front of myself. So my lure is constantly in the zone. I don't want to be driving over fish and spooking them, so that's why I'm starting out here. Then I'll work my way closer. Getting as close as I can. I've got a 1/4 ounce chin weight, so pretty light, and just letting it glide down about a foot or 2 before retrieving. The fish in these areas, sort of areas, usually sit higher up or suspended. It's quite often you get bites on the drop. Fishing spinnerbaits. Spinnerbaits, me personally, I think they're a bit overfished. They still do certainly work, catch their share of fish. But just trying to think outside the box and give them something they haven't seen before. So a fish that's might have encountered a spinnerbait or 2, I highly doubt he's going to eat it a 3rd time. And you give him something that he's not used to, not accustomed to. And he isn't going to think twice about it. In this case I'm using a gannerel, jackal gannerel in brown dog colour. Just represents a little carp. Caught fish for me in the past. I'm not flogging this product, I'm just throwing it because I think it works and I know it does, and that goes same with anything. I'm not biased on any brand or whatever. If it works, I'll tie it on. I don't care if it costs $2 or $100. If it works, I'm chucking it on. Oh, I don't know if that was a touch. I thought I had a touch. Yep, I certainly did. See how that's tripped up on itself? Mid-retrieve, I felt that kick up and just tripped over itself. Something just tried to smack that. Come on, come back, come back. I was second guessing myself if that was a touch. Obviously was. What they do sometimes, they hit it in the back quarter near the back tail, and they hit it that hard it makes it spin around and catch itself on the front, catch the line. I've had a quick hard rip and all of a sudden it just became fouled up. Clearly a fish. Well, now I know. As you can see, there's a big laydown front. I can see it run all the way to the bank. It's got to be what he's sitting on. I'm just going to back off a bit, sit off this tree a bit more. So I really don't want to spook him. I want him to come back. Tell you what, I might leave him and come back. Let him settle, finish the rest of this run, and come back. Come on. Yep. Got him now. Called it too. Yep, beautiful fish. Have a go at that. Oh, right on the end of that laydown. Goes without saying. I did call it for a fish. And there he is, he's a beautiful Murray Cod. He hit like a ton of bricks. He put up a very good account for himself. Ripped a bit of drag off on the take. I don't know, he's probably about 55, 56. Actually, he could be a bit better, he's pretty thick. Oh, and off he goes. Guy's got a good look at it. Jackal gannerel. Got it done. Carp colour. How good's that? Oh well, glad you guys got a look at it. No, it was nice, healthy little Murray Cod. Probably, I've had to guess, probably between 55 and 58 centimetres. 2 casts before, I got a bump halfway through the cast, and something felt a bit peculiar about it. He actually spun the swim bait around and made the rear treble catch on the main line. And then, yeah, sure enough, 2 casts later, just as I was running you through the laydown and where they usually sit and positioning the boat, sure enough, climbed all over it, and yeah, he didn't muck around. Although he was pinned across the head, so he hit it a bit too hard. In retrospect, he actually just belted it, and yeah, just pinned him on top of the nose. Oh, spot number 2. Spot number 2 produced. Produced a nice little fish. Missed another one. You guys seen, so got to run back to the ramp. Time to go to work, but there's always one last cast. I've got one tree in mind. All right, got to bucket down. Got a bit of a ride. Phew! Alright guys, just gonna wrap it up here. Just a few tips on remembering what we covered today, fishing those laydowns. Just approaching them, and on your way up to them, assessing how they're laying, how it's situated, what water, what lure. Think about what lure you're going to throw. How is that lure going to swim through that tree? Where could the fish be sitting? Is he going to eat it off the surface? Is it better to wait until you get around to the backside before you put that cast over the top, because he might eat it on the other side and bury it under the tree? It's all these little 1%ers that are worth thinking about before you send that lure in. So many times I sit back and just go, right, the wind's going to blow from this direction. I want to drift this way, this fast. This lure will be best suited to drift underneath. Even going over like the current, reading the current leading into that tree. Is there current? Is there no current? Is your lure going to sweep up underneath? Is the current going to bring it up underneath into that shade, into that hollow of the tree, and then bring in your retrieve? Much like today, the fish ate it before it hit that sun line, but while it was still in the shade. Just as it came out from underneath the laydown, there's a slight bit of current there. And I know for a fact if I put the cast leading, give it about a half a metre to a metre, and on mid-retrieve, that should sweep under, and I should be actually wanting my lure under the tree. And that's where I found the fish come out today, and he smashed it right to the boat. Sorry I didn't get you guys to have a good look at it, get up nice and close to it, but hope you guys seen it. And yeah, it's coming up to around 9:30, 10 o'clock. I've got to go to work, but again, I'd like to thank the boys on River Rat for lending me their boat for the morning, because my boat's actually getting made. I will be posting videos on the build once it's complete, and show you the rundown on how it's fitted out, why. But yeah, till then, I'm glad hope you guys learned something from this. If you guys have anything else you want to learn, how to fish certain lures or whatever, I'm happy to make a video or share what I've experienced. Some people might even look at me or listen to what I say and go, that's complete bogus, but hang on, it's worked for me and it's worked for a few others. Or, you know, whatever anyone tells you in fishing, there's no limits. You do what your imagination limits you to. Like, if you're catching fish and tying on, I wouldn't recommend it, tying a lure on backwards, back to front, and you're catching fish, keep doing it. Just because everyone else ties it at the front, I don't recommend it. But yeah, there's no rule book. Apart from fishing legally or illegally, you do what you want. On that note, signing off from Lake Mulwala and the River Rat. Thanks boys, Jason, Aaron, Luke, you guys are legends.